Hoje os gringos reagem aos 5 candidatos presidenciais com mais intenção de voto hoje. Não sei o que vai acontecer quando esse vídeo for no ar. A gente não colocou legendas, eles não entendem o que estão falando os candidatos. Estão reagindo só à forma de falar, à aparência, o público. Sejam generosos nos comentários. There's a presidential election coming up in Brazil in October. We are going to show you 5 declarations of candidacy, and then you'll see a little clip of something a little bit more lively. And we would like you to evaluate each of them. The problem is you're not going to understand what they're saying.
Ooh.
So you're going to have to look at body language and their speaking tone, and then just try to evaluate them. At the end of each one, we're going to ask you to guess which part of the political spectrum they're on.
If Chidiriku is in here, then it's case closed. I'm automatically voting for him.
Yeah, I don't want to get killed or something.
I feel like if I accidentally support some kind of a racist candidate, this will ruin my future career in politics. Ooh, this guy looks good, peaceful colors, talking, somewhat slow.
He's wearing glasses and he doesn't have hair, so that makes me feel like he reads.
He looks religious though, but I think because the colors of the flag are like peaceful. There's no red in it.
It seems to not be inciting the crowd, it seems to be calming the crowd.
So he's got no tie, he's going for that casual look. Obama kind of did that sometimes, definitely George Bush did that, where you're relaxed. I'm not one of these tight-ass, uptight, boring candidates, but at the same time his speaking style is a bit more restrained.
He's very calm for a politician, so I'm guessing he's peaceful.
He's really appealing to the heart of the country. What do we need? He actually sounds a bit like a Baptist preacher.
I'm looking at the people though behind him. There's not a lot of young people.
But I like his body language. He's calm. I feel like if you were in a disaster, he wouldn't freak out. That's very important. This guy in the bottom left is so bored. I really hope he falls asleep.
There's a lot of men.
Great speech. I loved it.
Imita o Maluf? Imita bem o Maluf. Não, mentira. Alckmin, como vai, Pindamonhangaba?
Sounds like he's impersonating the radio guy?
He's impersonating another politician.
Okay.
He seems soft and grandfatherly.
Definitely comes across as somebody who doesn't exactly excite people.
Where do you think he falls in the political spectrum?
I'm going to guess that he is an idealist. I don't know exactly how the Brazilian political spectrum plays out, but I would say he's a little more about taking care of the poor, a little more about protecting people, giving everyone a broad spectrum of rights.
Left, I'm guessing. I didn't like that there were no women in his audience.
Probably more pro, strong government foundation.
Actually not.
No.
I would guess left because he's not wearing a tie. I would say he's probably a more liberal candidate.
Well, it's interesting you should say that because liberal in Brazil means something different. And he actually is a liberal candidate in Brazil, but that makes him on the center right.
Center right. Oh, interesting. As soon as he wins, he puts on the tie. Got it.
He's also lost the presidential elections before.
Oh, and he's putting himself through that again?
Considered like one of the most boring candidates.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, that's the impression, because he was on this morning show, and it was like 5 kids. I feel like they weren't, but it felt like they were wearing backwards hats. You listen to the coolest music, playing Fortnite, and this guy goes like this older dude trying to be in there like, I'm cool too. I listen to rock and roll. Ooh, this guy's intense. Can I be honest that I know who he is?
Yeah.
But he's not a candidate, is he? Like, they want him to be a candidate, but if he gets out of jail. Yeah, he is peed off.
Either he's passionate or aggressive.
He's got the... Sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
This guy seems a lot angry.
He had a bad childhood, I think.
If he doesn't get elected, he could become a wrestling announcer.
If blue is for right, I'm guessing red is for left in Brazil.
He's not even trying to put on a politician uniform. He's very much gonna be himself. He's gonna be comfortable, and he's gonna go to the gym after this. So he wanted to wear something that he could wear to the gym. I like his hair too. His hair is just wild. He looks like he just wandered in from the forest. Like they just found him, and he came in from the forest, and they said, "You wanna run for president?" And he was like, "Ah!" They're like clapping, but they're not going nuts.
I don't understand anything he said, but I think I'd vote for this guy. Yeah, there's a gay flag.
Oh, Obama, the most famous Brazilian candidate. Okay, now he's wearing a suit, and now so I have to take back my comments about caveman.
Wow, the most popular that's from Obama.
Obama just Brazilianed a Brazilian. He said something charming to the charmer.
I'm confused if Barack is being extremely sarcastic to him or not, but I'm going to guess sarcasm because Barack had that comedy touch.
Do you know who that person is?
I'm assuming he is the president.
No, he's left. And I know left is different in every country, too. I mean, for us, left has certain parts. But I'm going to guess socially on the left, and I'm going to guess he's for a bigger government that takes care of the people more.
Like in America, I think he'd be farther right.
Much of what you said is amazingly correct, although that part is wrong.
Farther left?
This is Lula. He is the former president of Brazil.
Oh, and he's still trying. Won't give it up.
When he was the president, he was actually considered extremely popular, over 80% approval rating, which is why Obama said that. Now, however, he is in jail for corruption charges, which he denies, and his side says is not fair, and he is trying to run for president from jail.
Like Pablo Escobar. I mean, people like him for some part because he helped a lot, but yeah, he fucked up shit.
I don't think Lula was involved in drug trafficking. But
No, not that, but the comparison of helping people but still stealing from them, maybe if that allegation is right, I don't know.
Some people believe he did it 100%. Some people believe he did not do it 100%. Is there much in the middle? Are there many people who think, I'm not sure? Or is it mostly one or the other?
It's mostly one or the other.
Okay,
Yeah.
so very divisive.
Maybe I was wrong about the tie thing, because no one's wearing a tie. It's like everybody gets to be relaxed. So how am I supposed to be able to smell a right or a left? For me, the right wears the tie, the left has no tie.
He's doing this. Germany that used to do this a lot.
Completely different colors. There's Jesus in the background.
The way you could tell if he's extreme right or left is when you see the crowd.
A lot of people are videoing this guy. Is he a former celebrity?
He seems friendly. The people behind him don't seem bored. They seem happy to be around him.
I'm assuming he's like a very religious, conservative dude.
The people behind him look very fake and just for posing, for pictures on the press.
You don't really judge a book by its cover, but I do judge a book by its cover because I don't like to read. He needs a lot of security, doesn't he? He is not a popular guy, is he? Or is he too popular? He's like Justin Bieber trying to get him out of the concert.
That's an extreme right crowd. They're just missing the Trump hats.
I don't feel anything. It's very superficial. I think he lacks guts, not to say something else.
Far left.
Right?
I'm gonna say he's like a very conservative, religious.
I recognize him halfway through, and I know that he falls on the right.
this is Jair Bolsonaro. He is the extreme right-wing candidate.
Yep.
Aside from Lula, he's actually winning in the polls. He looks back fondly on the military dictatorship.
I don't know if a president like that could get elected. Trump.
My left-wing friends say that he's racist and really far to the right, but that's what left people do. They say that anyone to the right is racist and far to the right. So I don't know how far he is. I would have to do my own research before I made an opinion.
Most of the people who like him are also fans of Donald Trump.
Okay, so he wants to make Brazil great again.
Lovely. Let's hope he doesn't win, right?
Necktie! You know what that means.
None of the people behind him look happy, so I'm gonna guess that he's not the party in power currently.
Okay, this guy's got some personality. He's got the pin. You need a pin to be a politician.
There's an old guy behind him and young. I think he's maybe more popular generally.
He seems nice, although I have to say they all seem nice. I think it's a Brazilian thing. Whether you're right or left, you're a friendly, outgoing, nice guy or woman.
I feel like he's the best public speaker so far. Although everyone behind him looks really mean.
Doesn't seem super duper powerful. Like whenever Lula or Bolsonaro were talking, they were like, "Pa!" He's sort of like, I would like to make a nice Brazil, I guess. You need a hammer.
I could imagine that Lula could send me to puta que pariu.
I was about to say, my mouth open to say, oh, his English is really good. And then he said, Lula could send me to puta que pariu.
Left? A bit in the middle, maybe?
He's middle? middle of the road guy. He seemed like safe, you know, like he wasn't the bad boy, but he wasn't extreme, the cute dude. He was right in the middle.
Center left.
That's pretty correct.
Center, because he doesn't seem to have a lot of backbone. He seems like when he gives a speech, it's sort of like this.
Yeah, his name is Ciro Gomez. He is sort of used to be on the left and he's moved towards the center. He's kind of a centrist candidate for this election. And he is known for having a short temper and getting himself into trouble with some things he says.
My candidate advice to him is to turn up the heat a little bit. Add a little guacamole spice to it.
Female.
I like it. We need more women candidates.
I love her automatically.
A lot of happy people in the audience, like they're all smiling. The other one was like angry or frowning.
These people seem to like love her too. One guy's just raising the roof in the background. It's a popular dance, I guess, in Brazil.
She looks like a sinister librarian.
I really hope she's not on the right, because when a woman is on the right, it like pisses me off. Because the way we're treated and they're still on the...
They're not only standing behind her, but they're holding signs up the whole time. These rallies can go 45 minutes to an hour. Imagine doing this for 45 minutes to an hour. I'm no fitness expert, but I think it's hard.
I don't know which direction she is, right or left, but she at least feels like she believes what she says.
She seems to be a fairly vibrant, very strong personality.
Is she gonna sing?
I get you. You had a bad childhood, but you held it together and you rose up. And that's why you should vote for me.
Doesn't seem like a politics thing. It seems like an Elton John concert.
Her gesture is like passionate and aggressive and maybe telling people to wake up. Use your brain.
I'm gonna guess she's center left.
Much further left.
Far left.
This is Marina Silva, and in many ways she's far left. She's considered a leftist candidate, except that she is an evangelical Christian. So she's also a member of the religious right in a weird way.
Wow, okay. So she's very much about like human rights, poverty, that type of stuff, but she's also very like, okay, a mix.
It's come down to this. Your vote does not really count, but you must select one of the candidates who appealed the most to you.
This one's tough for me because I don't think I have a clear favorite in my head.
It's tough, but if I had to choose, I would go for the evangelical lady. I'm very sympathetic to her story.
I am going to vote based on the way the person dresses, based on the way they seem to speak, and based on who I would rather have a meal with. I would probably vote for Brazilian Al Gore, maybe.
Wait, which one was that? That was Ciro Gomez.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want my politician to make me want to follow them. I want them to just do their job.
Yeah, Lula. He even looks humble, like the way he was in the streets and everything.
I think I'm gonna vote for the very first guy because he's got this lovable loser aspect to him. Like he just kind of feels like he's the guy who, if they were gonna do like if they were all gonna be on a debate, he would be the guy that fell walking up the stairs. He seems like he has the best temperament to actually be president. He really tries hard. He went on that radio station. He tries to get the kid vote, and they're just like, but you're so lame. And everyone knows to win in politics, you gotta be cool. Maybe we could do this. Maybe throw in some cool sunglasses, right? Maybe a wig. Maybe throw it in some cool, young, hip garb. Maybe like a basketball jersey, LeBron James basketball jersey. Have him do one of these peace signs, and boom, president. Sign me up. Campaign manager.